felt ugly if my hair was curly. I felt ugly if my hair was dark. I felt ugly if my hair was super short, you know, and I became so dependent on my hair. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new around here, hey, I'm Sandy. I make basically beauty content on my channel, but pretty much anything that I'm passionate about. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so you guys are notified whenever I upload a video, and follow me on my Instagram where I basically show you behind the scenes as well as my daily life, and follow me on my other social media platforms. And let's get started. My curly hair journey. Let's go back in time to talk about my hair. Now, of course, my hair right now, it's still at the beginning stage. It's still recovering. It's still getting better over time, you know, so it's not necessarily yet what I want it to look, but it's still it's getting there. From a very young age, I have straightened my hair literally all the time. I remember when I was a kid, like, I'm not kidding you, we would straighten our hair using legit like an iron straightener. Like, it's legit an iron straightener we would use, and that's pretty much what I grew up with. I literally thought everyone straightens their hair with irons because that's what I knew. Of course, eventually I was introduced into a flat iron, and so I started to use flat irons to straighten my hair. Now, I didn't really necessarily have to straighten my hair all the time, but if my hair wasn't straightened, honestly, it was either in a ponytail, in a hair bun, in some braids, like side braids. It was always up. It was never down, like if it was my natural hair, because I felt very not beautiful with my natural hair. And you know, and I feel like there's a lot of factors with that. It could, you know, like with my upbringing or with society pressure, with the current trends at that time. So literally there's a lot of factors into why I didn't feel beautiful with my natural hair. Now, of course, I didn't realize that at that time, because to me it was just, oh well, I like my hair straight, you know, oh, I feel really beautiful with my hair straight, or well, all my friends straighten their hair, you know. And I remember at one point the trend was literally to have like super pin straight hair, and of course my hair was very, very fluffy. It had a lot of volume. I had a lot of hair, and so to achieve that super pin straight hair, I had to basically like thin out my hair. And so I would go to the hair salon a lot to get my hair thinned out, and of course I kind of regret it now, because I'm like, I really wish I did not thin out my hair. But I thinned out my hair and I straightened it a lot. Now eventually I started to dye my hair, and of course dyeing my hair wasn't really something that bothered me, to be honest, but of course it's really, really damaging. At first I only did box dye, and of course box dye is like pretty bad for you, but it was nothing like bleach or dramatic. It was usually like a red color or a burgundy color or like a brown color, and it was mostly like, it wouldn't even really show up in my hair because my hair was so dark, right? Now, of course, eventually I started to go to the hair salon and I started to save money and get my hair dyed professionally. And of course I was like, I wanted to like feel beautiful. I wanted to fit in the trend, and so of course I started to do like ombres and balayage and highlights. And so eventually it got really, really bad in the past like 4 to 5 years, because I literally was just getting more and more blonde, and eventually I honestly had pretty blonde hair, and I felt really beautiful in the blonde hair, to be honest. Like, I loved having blonde hair, but I realized that it really damaged my hair and it irritated my scalp, and I started to lose a lot of hair. And of course, like, you know, I lost a lot of hair because of like the water pressure, and of course because of all of the dyeing and all of the damage that I caused my hair to go through. decided, you know, I need to get back to a healthy state. So I decided to make that big change in 2018. So in 2018, I went from having pretty much super blonde hair to going to like a chocolatey ashy brown, and I was absolutely in love with that color, and it was kind of like the first step to appreciating my dark hair. Of course, because my hair was bleached and blonde underneath, it started to lighten up a bit, and so then I decided to chop it off. Basically, I went maybe like almost like neck length, I guess, like maybe a little, almost shoulder length, I guess. And since then, I never touched my hair again. I haven't dyed it, I haven't cut it. Of course, I definitely need to cut my hair, but that's for another story. So that is basically my hair dye life story journey, and so basically right now my hair is pretty much at its natural hair color except for the ends, and you could tell because they're completely different color from like the rest of my hair, but yeah, pretty much everything else is actually my natural hair color, and I think it's a pretty dark hair color. It's not as dark as it used to be when I was a kid. I don't know, maybe it's like sun and age, but it's still pretty dark. Besides my whole like changing the hair color, literally damaging the crap out of my hair, I also went through a lot of psychological and mental struggle because of my hair. Now, I know like some people out there, like literally they can become so dependent on certain features to the point where it becomes almost like unhealthy, and that's how I felt about my hair. I became really obsessed with my hair, and my hair, literally, I valued and I defined my beauty and myself through my hair, and it was just becoming super unhealthy mindset. Of course, I didn't notice and I didn't realize that I was becoming so obsessed with making sure that my hair was straight and that my hair looked perfect. And I think the reason was because whenever I looked at myself in the mirror when my hair was like freshly washed, or whenever I looked at myself in the mirror when my hair is not done, I just feel and I felt really ugly, and I felt like, wow, like why do I even look like that? It's like, and I think it's because I had this almost like idealized image of like, especially like social media, like girls on social media or girls who I even went to school with who had always this perfect straight hair, and they were, and like, you know, they were popular or they have a lot of followers or all this stuff, and I'm like, what about me? It just felt really like discouraging. So of course, you know, I've gotten over that and I'm definitely embracing my curly hair so much more. And I think that like not just me, but a lot of people out there, they go through those phases where, like, you know, they straighten their hair, especially if they have curly hair, like they straighten their hair because of society pressure or because of the trend or just because of how they feel inside, you know? Does that mean that I hate having straight hair, or does that mean I hate dyeing my hair? No, not really. Like, I actually really want to dye my hair again, but I know that I'm gonna have to wait until it gets better. So yeah, and I think when it comes to straight hair, I don't mind straightening my hair once in a while, but I know that because I am in this curly hair journey right now, I will wait until it gets better. But I feel like hair is so freaking personal, like, and so sentimental for some of us and so emotional for some of us, because there's a lot of history behind our hair. So every day honestly is a learning process. Every day is a journey, and I'm really happy to finally have taken this journey, honestly, because I feel like it's not just to get my curly hair, but it's also like a mental journey, you know, because I've become less dependent about my hair and I've become more proud and content with my normal natural hair texture and my normal natural hair color, you know. And if somebody thinks this looks bad and if somebody thinks this looks boring, then I do not give a. If you guys are going through a curly hair journey just like me, please comment below how is your journey, like what is your experience going, what made you want to start that journey, and also send me some recommendations too, because I would love to try out some new products, hopefully to help my hair get better and better. And if I seem a little bit serious throughout this video, like I felt like because it's such a like emotional topic for me, I just can't be like literally everywhere, because I'm just like, okay, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. I hope you guys learned something at least from this video, or maybe found something relatable from my journey and my story. I feel like a lot of people who are going through their curly hair journey probably felt same at one point in their life. But of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I do pretty much a lot of content about beauty, skincare, and just becoming a better person, you know. And of course, hit the notification button so you guys are notified whenever I upload a video. And if you guys are waiting for my next video, don't forget to check out some of my playlists and other videos that I have on my channel, and follow me on my Instagram as well as my other social media platform. I've been pretty obsessed with TikTok these days, so and yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. I love you, take care of yourself. I hope Diverse Beauty Squad becomes stronger,